Oh, looks like a good one, Jim.
Yeah.
Like the right place for there to be one.
Yeah, a little bit better one.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a leaper.
Whoa, come here, buddy. That's a good one. Oh. Can't beat it.
That's
Come
fun.
here, buddy.
Oh, he wolfed it too.
Wait, look at that. That's a good one there. Oh, boy, he just ate
There's
it.
one.
You got a double header?
Double header. I got a little guy. Find a pack of or a pack under a dock, man. It can be boom, boom, boom.
There we go. Beautiful fish. These bass just got done spawning, and it's a real critical time of the year to catch bass. It's really sort of fun, and it's sort of interesting because these fish are in transition. And right now, Jeremy Smith and I are going to look at sort of a two-pronged approach for catching early season bass. This is the bass are done spawning, the bluegills are coming in, so it's sort of an interesting thing. You're fishing a lot of inside weed lines with topwater baits as well as dock fishing, and we're going to sort of mix and match as we move along and look at some really hot options for early season bass fishing. The interesting thing is like right now it's actually relatively early in the morning, and a lot of times it's sort of interesting when you're dock fishing like this is the drop speed of the bait. And sometimes a fast drop speed will trigger strikes. At other times, if the fish are inactive, a real slow drop speed is actually beneficial. Right now I'm fishing just a big bite stick worm with just a VMC Neko hook, but this is about as slow a drop speed, as finessey for dock fishing as you'd go. But it's really, you know, in the North Country, a lot of guys actually fish docks with spinning rods, you know, but in a lot of different areas, guys like using bait casting rods. I know down south they're more bait casting oriented.
Docks are obviously great places to hold fish, and they're great places to hang out for fish and people. And the one thing I would certainly recommend if you're out fishing docks, be aware of, you know, the people who own the property next to it. And if there's people using the dock, try to just scoot by that one. That's one of the things we hear a lot of complaints about in our area with AIS and boaters, people not wanting new boaters on their lake, is dock fishing. So if there's people enjoying the lake, you know, just be aware of their need for privacy or want for privacy, and just scoot around that one and go fish a place where there aren't people hanging out. He's wrapped around that piling too, hopefully. Oh, there you got him out. Yes, that's a nice one too.
Yeah, come here, buddy. Ha! Boy, do you see? Braid is key for this. No question about it. You saw the seesawing around on that dock post. The other thing that's really nice about that braid is the ability to, it really comes off the reel really nice. You really get the bait farther back in there. But the biggest thing, every once in a while, you may have to do a little bit of a seesaw battle. Nice fish. The other thing that's really critical, this is a 30-pound Suffix performance braid. But the thing is about this braided line, when you're dock fishing like this, what happens with the spinning rod, when the fish hits the bait, when you first hit impact on the fish, a lot of times it'll pull the head of the fish towards the opening or pulling it out. That's one thing if you're fishing with monofilament or a softer line, you don't have you have that stretch factor. In the braid, it actually sort of directs the fish when you first hook them.
Boy, that Neko hook is just one of the craziest things to come along in bass fishing. Just take a peek at this hook design here. You can see it's almost like an Aberdeen, but it's got a different hook. So there's traditionally it's a wacky hook, which is a round bend, but this longer shank Neko hook is just absolutely dynamite. You'll notice I've got a little O-ring on here. VMC's got a little O-ring tool. You put that on there, it just makes the baits last that much longer, and a couple little pieces of fluorocarbon on that weedless hook, and you can get that baby just about anywhere. Oh, that's a big one. Big one.
Big one?
Big one.
Wow. Jared, what are you catching them off of?
I'm just throwing to that super shallow water. Unbelievable. Look at this.
Wow, that's a goodie there.
Heck
wow.
Yeah. I mean, you can look up there with your eyes and you would swear there's no fish there. It's just like enough water to cover their backs. One thing about largemouth bass is there's always some of them shallow.
Perfectly hooked Niko. There we go.
Look at that guy. Come here. Oh yeah, huh? Sweet. What an awesome fish, hey? If you've never enjoyed a good post-spawn bass bite, target casting to wood, pads, docks, you gotta enjoy this great early summer bite because it is so engaging, and when you make the right cast, you know there's gold at the end of it.